Hello, this is Tia the writer, and I'm back with another article that I'm going to read out loud from my Substack. This time, I'm reading about how I self published my poetry book for under $250. This is a step by step article that I wrote last May, last year, and I feel like it helps, a couple people, and I wanted to read this as a part of my Read With Me series that I'm doing on YouTube, where I read my Substack articles out loud. Um, so without further ado, here we go. And also, if you'd like to read along with me, the link is in the description box to my Substack article and overall Substack page that you can subscribe to, and give me a little like and subscribe on this video too. That'd be kind of cool. And also, if you see me looking to the side a little bit, I'm literally reading the article right next to my camera. So let's go. How I self published my poetry book for under $250, Step by Step by Tia the Writer. Publishing a poetry book has always been a dream of mine. For over 20 years, I let my pile of poems sit in the corner of my mind with silent promises of publishing them one day. After years of writing, editing, and daydreaming, I finally brought that dream to life, and I did it all on my own. Well, I did have a little help from Amazon KDP and Fiverr, but I did everything else on my own, and you can too. By the way, Fiverr is not a sponsor of this video or nothing. That's just a service that I went to help publish my book. So, if you've ever thought about self publishing your own book of poetry, here's a behind the scenes look at exactly how I did it, what I spent, and what I learned. Step one, organizing my work. The first thing I did was gather all the poems and type them into a single Word doc. I divided the poems into chapters based on themes and moods, which helped me start shaping the book's overall structure. I didn't worry about what font or format to use because I knew it would all change in production. My main goal was to just get everything into the document so we could get the publishing process going. Make sure that you're working with the final draft of your book before going into the production phase. I reread my draft multiple times to see if everything flowed well and if there were any grammar issues. Step two, designing the cover. Next, I turned to Fiverr to bring my book cover to life. Actually, let me back up a second. In 2021, I asked my boyfriend at the time, who's a graphic designer, to sketch out an idea I had for my book. Side note, he could have actually, designed my book cover, but he was so busy during that time. So I couldn't get him to really do that for me. Okay. I told him how I wanted it to look and emailed him various reference photos of women blowing kisses and tiny little hearts. Below on the left is his sketch from 2021, and the final cover on the right was designed by a freelance designer from Fiverr in 2023. The Fiverr freelancer charged me $55.25, which is honestly a great price for quality work. I loved how it came out. Step three, formatting the book for print. With the cover complete, I moved on to formatting the book's interior. I hired another freelancer on Fiverr to create a simple layout for $34.15. After reviewing the first draft, I realized I needed to make some updates and paid the same seller another $34.15 to revise the file. If you're not happy with a freelancer's results the first time, don't be afraid to let them know and ask for changes until you're satisfied with the final product. And if you're just not happy at all with that freelancer, cut your losses with them and find another one. There are tons of professionals on Fiverr to check out. Just do your homework beforehand. Step four, uploading to Amazon KDP and running into issues. When I tried uploading my files to Amazon KDP, I ran into a problem. The specs were for my cover were off and KDP wouldn't accept it. I found out the dimensions needed to match the final page count exactly. Step five, resizing the cover. I went back to Fiverr and hired someone to resize the cover for KDP compatibility, which cost me $13.05. This fixed the issue, but the process wasn't over yet. Step six, upgrading the interior layout. At this point, I decided to take things up a notch and make the inside of the book more visually appealing. I hired a fiber designer to improve the interior layout with creative elements and better spacing. This cost $87.40, but it made a huge difference in how the book looked and felt. And I just want to stop right there. I just want to show you, like, when I started with my interior, it was just a Word doc, and it was just like the regular Times New Roman font and everything, 12 point. And it just looked regular. I wanted my interior to kind of like match the cover. And so when I hired that designer to do the interior, they like added little hearts inside the book. It was so dope. Like this, like you can see on the side, they added little hearts. The font of the chapters matched the font on the cover. Like, this is exactly what I wanted. And they made that come to life for me. They, pretty much typeset everything the way that it was supposed to be. They added the page numbers adequately. Like, it just, man, it just, I love it. I love how this book came out. So I just wanted to show that to you. Okay. So, step 7, one more cover adjustment. Because the new layout slightly changed the page count, the original cover no longer fit. Amazon KDP rejected it again. I went back to Fiverr one last time and paid $7.78 to have the front, back, and spine of the cover resized. Step 8, final upload and approval. Once everything was in place, I uploaded the revised files to Amazon KDP. After a short wait, the book was approved for publishing. Step 9, and it's the final step, ordering the author copy. Before promoting my book, I ordered an author copy to see how it turned out. And holding it in my hands for the first time was a moment I'll never forget. Although I published it myself, I felt like an accomplished author because I was. My book has an ISBN and was published on Amazon, which is a worldwide seller and gives you access to customers across the world and the ability to publish your work in many different languages. Going this route was the best decision for me, and I'm glad I stopped putting my dream off and finally made it come true. Now, what it cost me to self publish, the final cost. In total, I spent $231.78 self publishing my poetry book. Every penny went toward making sure the book looked and felt exactly how I envisioned, from design to layout to the final printed copy. While it wasn't free, it was definitely affordable compared to hiring a full service publishing team or graphic designer. If you're planning to do something similar, I'd recommend setting aside at least $200, $250 to cover formatting, cover design, and potential revisions. And if you're handy with design software, you may be able to cut that cost down even further. Here's what I learned. Here are a few tips if you're planning to self publish. Triple check your specs, not double check. Triple check your specs. Make sure your formatting and cover dimensions match Amazon KDP's requirements exactly, because they do not play. They will reject your work if everything doesn't match. Leave room in your budget. You may need to pay for revisions or formatting tweaks. It's just what it is. Don't be afraid to upgrade. Investing in layout design can take your book from good to great. And also, be patient. There were delays and do overs, but each one taught me something new. So, ready to start your own self publishing journey? Whether you're working on a poetry collection or another creative project, I hope this post gives you confidence to move forward. Good luck and happy writing. Thank you. Also, after this, I actually wrote about how I promoted my book after publishing, and also how I got my book into my local library, which was a very simple process. So if you want to look at those articles, they are in my description box as well. Just check out my whole Substack, man. I'm dropping a dime on this writing thing, man. Like, I feel like my years of writing, it's been over 20 years at this point. I've learned a lot, and I just want to help other people understand the process and kind of help them along in their writing journey as well. So, like, I'm laying all that out on the table on my Substack. So, and I'm not even putting all of this on my real website. So, yo, like, if you have access to a phone or a computer and you can go on Substack.com, look me up, because I'm spilling all the tea, as the young folks would say, about this writing thing. And if you'd like to check out my book, honestly, and purchase it from Amazon, I got the link in the description box below as well. The book is called Let's Talk About Love, a collection of words and rhymes. It's about love. It's a bunch of poems that I wrote when I was in my 20s, as I was navigating, feeling love and all the other sides of love, not just the flirty little heartwarming feelings, but like um, the book is actually set into different chapters of like wanting love and actually getting love and being in love and then being hurt by love and then healing from love and then wanting it again, kind of like a cycle. I originally wanted to name the book The Cycle of Love, but I felt like that was a little bit too psychological. Like I felt like I needed a couple of maybe degrees under my belt to talk about love in that way. but um but these poems are deeply personal to me. I'm in my 40s now, so these poems really are like over 20 years old. And publishing them just felt really freeing. It felt like, wow, like I was making 21-year-old me proud. Like, oh wow, we published. Okay, we out there, we helping people. Okay, that's cool. Like she's proud of me, and I appreciate that. So um, thank you for rocking with me through another one of my Read With Me videos. And if you want to check out the series, I have the link in the description box below. And until next time, peace.